and welcome to ShanghaiEye. I'm Wang Ying.
Hello, I'm He Jian. At this year's Poetry Night during the Shanghai International Literary Week, writers from across the globe gathered to share their favorite poems. We spoke with 3 writers about the poems they chose and the reasons why they chose them.
Había llegado el final. No había nada más.
向基督的名归是2为1。
他们又为何如此傲慢？真让人无法理解。
Mira a través del cristal. Repara en su reflejo.
Voy a recitar fragmentos de una de mis novelas, quizás mi novela, eso sí, digamos, con aliento más poético. Y esta novela, que se titula Fin de Poema, es la historia de los últimos días de 4 poetas que acabaron muriendo de la misma manera, quitándose la vida, y quién sabe si a lo mejor por la misma razón, porque alcanzado un punto de sus vidas, la poesía los abandonó, el poema se acabó, de ahí el título, y sin poema los poetas dejan de serlo o su vida deja de tener sentido.
The room was suddenly rich, and the great bay window was spawning snow.
The 2 poems I chose tonight to read are my favourite Irish poem, which is by Louis MacNeice. It's a poem that I find very moving, and it's a poem that is quite strange. It's a poem that relies a lot on very striking images. The second poem I chose to read is my favourite Chinese poem, which is a translation of a poem by the Tang Dynasty poet Li Bai.
You walked about my seat, playing with blue plums. And we went on living in the village of Zhonggao.
I first read this poem when I was only a teenager myself, and it moved me very much then. And to me, this poem by Li Bai is so full of white space. There's so much unspoken, there's so much longing, there's so much hope, there's so much bashfulness. It moves me every time I read it.
And then, once grown, I discovered that words have a gift.
Rosario Castellanos is a Mexican poet that I really admire. She's from the past century. She's one of the greatest writers and feminists we have in Mexico. She has beautiful novels, also essays, short stories, but I think her poetry especially is a very sharp one, very alive, very conversational. It's almost like you can feel you're next to her and feel her personality. I really love her.
This year's Poetry Night featured 20 writers, translators, and others to share their favorite poems. They also participated in discussions and book sharing events across the city during International Literary Week.
Profundamente enriquecedor. Yo creo mucho en la diversidad y en conocer las inquietudes y las obras de otros escritores y escritoras. Entonces me hace muy feliz estar hoy aquí, en esta ciudad, con escritores de los que no había oído hablar nunca y escritores que jamás habían oído hablar de mí, por supuesto. Bueno, yo no puedo representar a nadie más que a mí, pero aún así, pues quisiera aquí en China pues ser un embajador de la literatura española, de la literatura que se está haciendo en España, que creo que tiene interés y que me parece que merece ser conocida en un país como China, merece ser traducida al chino para que aquí puedan saber que en todas partes se hacen cosas que tienen interés.
I think there's a wonderful thing that happens about poetry, that its meaning comes not just from a literary or an academic interpretation of its words, but also from its sound sense, like a piece of music. And tonight, listening to some of the classic poems in Chinese and listening to some Chinese performers giving translations of their work, even when I don't always understand exactly what's being said, enormous emotion is conveyed, and I find that very moving. These kind of conversations that we have about literature, I think they enrich both forms.
Poetry is one of the amazing inventions of humanity. It's this thing that is close to stories, but also close to music. It is a way of connecting through words that touch us in a very particular space of memory and feeling and intelligence, and I think it's very, very powerful.
Since its inception in 2011, Shanghai International Literary Week has been the flagship program of the Shanghai Book Fair. Over the years, it has hosted more than 300 distinguished writers and scholars, including 4 Nobel Prize winners in literature.
For the first time, the Shanghai Book Fair has launched an outdoor reading night market, offering a fresh and unique way to enjoy summer nights. Join Ye Qingzhuo as she takes a stroll through it.
The Shanghai Book Fair is drawing in younger crowds this year, turning its celebration of books into a citywide party, big on culture, tourism, and commerce.
Here it is.
Okay, let's take the bus for example.
Oh, so cool. Look out, the 71 bus has a brand new look. The mascot of Shanghai Book Fair. Love reading, love life.
Bus 71 passes the main venue of the book fair, Shanghai Exhibition Center. The bus's new look features characters from the popular Chinese animated film Nobody and the fair's mascot, bringing film and books together on city streets.
So now I'll take the bus to the exhibition center.
The 2025 Shanghai Book Fair runs from August 13 to 19 at 2 main venues, the Shanghai Exhibition Center and Shanghai Book Mall. Together, the main venues have approximately 42,000 square meters of space. The fair features a record 1,267 reading events, up 24% from 2024. Many of them were held in communities, libraries, and bookstores to expand the reach of reading.
Books by day, market by night.
During the fair, book lovers are enjoying nights that are more flavorful than ever, with street food like grilled squid and fried skewers that go well with milk tea as they browse handmade goods at various booths.
For the first time this year, the Shanghai Book Fair is lighting up summer nights with its outdoor reading night market, where book lovers meet street vibes.
第一次见到这种以夜市的方式做的，然后我觉得作为年轻人也很愿意为这种烟火气和接地气的形式买单。
我来上海已经差不多10年的辰光了，后面是书展，前面是一些摊位啊，全部融合在一起啊。你不管是看书还是在这边游玩啊，都可以玩得很开心啊。
流动书房呢，是我们这一次第1年作为一个新型的阅读空间，来送到了上海书展的这么一个现场，生活化的场景跟文学进行一个结合。
The night market is set around the Fountain Square and the east and west gardens of the Shanghai Exhibition Center. Running from August 13 to 18, it's open 5:30 to 10 every night and until 10:30 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. Year after year, the fair makes reading more fun and part of daily life. Here, I truly feel passion for books among young readers.
今天逛了多长时间？从早上10点钟到这里，10点出来的，现在6点多出来的，对，逛了8个小时，逛了8个小时。如果不是着急爸妈催着回家，可能还要继续。对的，看着就很开心，它会给我很大的情绪价值，然后给我提供了不少就是人生启迪这种东西，也让我们看到更广阔的世界的。就是面对任何舆论问题啊，各种问题都会有自己独立思考能力，这是很重要的。
Now moving on to Shanghai A to Z section. For Shanghai pet owners planning adventures with their pets, whether it's a vacation, relocation, or just a change of scenery, securing an animal quarantine certificate is essential. Think of this official document as your pet's travel visa that proves they are healthy, vaccinated, and physically and mentally fit for travel. The certificate must be issued by an authorized institute and is only valid for 5 days, so plan accordingly. Pet owners in Shanghai can apply for this certificate locally. Some districts offer online pre-application. Visit the official website or WeChat mini program of your residential district to schedule an appointment. If online options are not available in your district, call or visit your local animal health supervision office to schedule an appointment. Importantly, document and examination requirements vary depending on whether your pet is a Shanghai resident or from out of town, and differ between dogs and cats. If you're flying, always check your airline's specific pet regulations, as they often have additional requirements beyond the certificate. And now it's time for the ShanghaiEye Q&A. Today's question is from Max from the United States. I saw Madang Road metro station near my office is testing always open fare gates. How do I know if I tapped on successfully? And what happens if my QR code or card doesn't work, but I walk in anyway? Hi Max, if you tap successfully, a green arrow will appear on the screen, which means you're good to go. If you fail to pay, the gate will shut. So you should step back, try again, or ask for help. If you've got a question for us, you can find us on all the socials.
We'd love to hear from you. You can find all our content online as well. And join us here on Dragon TV, Monday to Friday.
Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.